Hey everybody, this is David Bui and welcome to another edition of Hometown PTBO. We're here at the Pete's store at the Peterborough Memorial Center, and if you've seen them play this season or last season, you've probably heard of this voice. We have the Peterborough Petes in-game host. It's Hannah Elliott. And Hannah, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is a great opportunity.
Absolutely, it is, of course. So, in your second year now as the in-game host, definitely heard you there. Been to a couple Petes games, doing a fantastic job, by the way. But you didn't start out with the Peterborough Petes as the host. You were doing some work with them before you got that role. Why don't you just tell me about the timeline from when you started with the Petes to where you got to you are now?
Yeah, so I started back as a volunteer about 3 seasons ago, and then I really enjoyed working with Courtney Bell, who was the host at the time. And then I started my internship in game operations and major events, and that was a fantastic opportunity as well. My first host was the women's hockey game here a few years ago.
Right.
So that was an incredible time. And then I hosted the first round of the playoffs that year as well. And then Courtney asked me if I would be interested in taking over after she left. And it's been 2 seasons, or 1.5, and it's been a great time, yeah.
Well, it's been great seeing you there on the big screen. It looks like you're having a lot of fun out there, interacting with the fans, speaking with the crowd and whatnot. Just what are some of the fun things about this job?
I love getting in front of the fans and just cheering for them and trying to get them engaged. We do a lot of giveaways, like the loudest sections, and I really like hyping up the crowd. It doesn't really matter because, I'm looking at them and they're maybe not cheering back, but I'm still having a great time hyping them up. I also love doing the intermission games and having fun with the kids out there. And I also love working with the crew that is in the office and behind the scenes, yeah.
So you're the Peterborough Petes, selected some homegrown talent. You and me both born and raised here, both Trent University alum as well. So, you grew up loving the Petes, watching the Petes. However, you never actually played hockey. So how did you kind of get yourselves immersed in the hockey world?
I unfortunately didn't get the same hockey talent that my cousins did. They all grew up playing in the Petes hockey system. My cousin Logan actually played here a few years ago. He was the captain. And so we would come to games. We had seasons tickets. And I just really enjoyed actually watching the game. And then as I grew up coming to the rink, it's a great time to be here, working for the team. It's just as fun.
Yeah, definitely that too. Considering that we kind of had a championship atmosphere here. You were here when we won that a couple years ago. You were with it, all the energy that the fans can kind of put out to it. Does that really kind of resonate with you when you go out there each and every night when the Petes play here at home? Yeah,
absolutely. You can definitely tell when the fans are in it, the players are really in it, and so I like to think that I can be a part of getting the fans hyped up. No matter what's going on the ice, I'm always trying to have a good time for the fans to keep the experience positive for them.
Well, Hannah, we always look forward to seeing you out there, and thank you so much again for joining us. You're doing a fantastic job out there, and always look forward to seeing you out there every single home game here at the Peterborough Memorial Center.
Thank you very much. See you next Thursday night.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you for watching Hometown PTBO, brought to you by CIBC, Pile Wealth Advisory.
This place definitely has some big memories for you because, well, first of all, you're quite involved with our PTBO Canada family. You're the niece of our brand strategist, Erin Elliott. Yep. And also you're engaged to the man behind that camera right there, Jordan Cooper, who actually proposed to you right at center ice. What was that feeling like for you when he proposed to you?
That was crazy. I thought I was coming in for a meeting. They did such a good job disguising it. I was in my Pete's gear, ready for the meeting. Yep. And then I left the building engaged. So that was pretty wild. Yeah.
Well, probably the biggest W you've seen there on the ice for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
So I actually got engaged before I was going to go to Niagara Falls with my fiance, but I didn't want to propose to her there. I wanted to propose to her before because I knew that once I proposed to her during the car ride up, she'd be texting me like, "Oh my God, I'm engaged!" Everything. Yeah. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. She got excited, and so that way she could focus on our actual Niagara Falls trip because it was our anniversary trip. So a couple big stories for you and I when we're getting engaged.
Yeah, it's a great time.